I appreciate the opportunity to meet again with Foreign Secretary Videgaraim and Secretary of the Interior Osorio, and I also want to express my appreciation for the entire Mexican delegation who made the trip up to Washington, D.C. today for very, very useful and fruitful conversations. Also want to thank my colleague Secretary Kelly and the representatives of the Department of Homeland Security who participated today, as well as Treasury, who had participants here in our dialogue. Both Mexico and the United States are focused on destroying the criminal organizations that bring drugs into the United States and carry out violence across Mexico. We will keep our commitments to protecting our people from lawlessness, drugs, and criminal violence. Almost 20,000 Americans died from overdoses of heroin or synthetic opioids, including fentanyl, in 2015. An estimated 100,000 Mexicans have died in drug-related violence since 2006. Many of them brave members of law enforcement who died in the line of duty, and we honor their sacrifice. America must also confront the reality that we are the market. But for the seemingly endless demand by addicted users and the successful recruitment of young and vulnerable new users, there would be no market. We as American parents and friends of those who become addicted or would-be targets must take new approaches as well. We Americans must own this problem. It is ours. Stopping the cross-border flow of drugs is an essential step in putting an end to widespread addiction and drug-related violence. Too many families in America have been devastated by illegal drugs, and we must stop this epidemic in its track. No parent should endure the nightmare of a child succumbing to drug addiction. By aggressively confronting the cartels operating in the United States and Mexico, we're striving to stop merchants of death who have already helped cause unspeakable pain to so many on both sides of the border. Today, we identified fresh strategies to attack the business model of these multi-billion-dollar criminal organizations, with particular emphasis on cash flow and the flow of weapons. We will work with Mexico to refocus assistance on better disrupting the business model of the traffickers. We will attack their means of production, their cross-border distribution networks, their cash flow, and their weapons procurement. The Trump administration's efforts to fight the demand for these devastating drugs and the criminal activity and drug trafficking at the Mexican border and elsewhere has only just begun. We will continue to partner with Mexico to disrupt and destroy the criminal organizations which threaten our citizens, our communities, and our country. And we will commit to addressing the pervasive demand for illicit drugs among our fellow citizens. Thank you.